the session. Mr. Wendell, can you go to the next one? So the key modules of the Managebac, the first of all, definitely very important, how to activate your Managebac account as a parent. Then we'll go through during the session is how to personalize your account preferences, such as notification on the browser or the email notification, as well as the setting the languages as per your preference, how to access subject unique content, how to filter between tasks, exam, quizzes, etc. for subjects. And at the end, definitely, in case you have a sibling account, how to switch from one sibling account to the other sibling account. Towards the end of the session, once we finish the session, basically we are going to use the browser to show you whole functionality of the Managebac. And once we are through with that, we will also walk through on the mobile app how you can access the mobile app of Managebac to access the information related to your child education. Just to begin or going further ahead, on 5th of September, we have sent the parent activation email for the Managebac account. In case you have not seen those emails on your inbox, we request you to check the spam folder as well. And still you find that have not been able to see the activation email, please contact itsupport@aiadubai.com. So we'll send you back your activation email from where you can go and activate your Managebac account. Just to emphasize a little bit further, can you go back to the screen? A little bit further, look for the email coming from info@managebac.com. The subject of the email will be Ambassador International Academy. Welcome to Managebac. Just to share with you all, though we are going to share the recording of the meeting as well as this presentation also with you, the URL for Ambassador International Academy Managebac portal is ambassador.managebac.com. Whenever you open, bookmark this URL on your browser. So what I'm going to do now, we are going to switch from here straight away to the live account, and we'll show you how to access your account and navigate from there further, how to access the further informations. Any point of time during the session, if you have any queries, please leave that in a QA session or the chat window. Towards the end of session, we'll get back and we'll answer those queries. So if you can see the URL which we have used to open the Managebac for Ambassador International Academy is ambassador.managebac.com. On the login window, mention your login ID on the email ID which you have received the activation email. Password as you have set it. There's also an option of remember me for 30 days. After 30 days, Managebac portal will ask you again to log in the portal. Click on sign in. Once you sign in, this is the dashboard of Managebac, how it looks like. Once you sign in, you will see any upcoming calendar invitation. You will see the classes and the subjects at the down. But before moving ahead, I would like to show you how to personalize the Managebac for you. So for that, on the top, the right top corner, you will see your name as an abbreviation. Click on that. Click on Personalize tab. The option which Personalize tab is giving me how I can do the update on my profile information, notification preferences, and the personalization. So to start with, I will start with the profile. Click on Edit. You can edit any information about yourself to the personalized information, but what is the most important thing here is UI language. UI language is basically in case you want to change the preference of the Managebac portal for yourself. So currently they have given the option as English, Spanish, Arabic, French, Chinese, Chinese traditional, and Japanese. You can also give a preference as the first language preference and the nationality language preference, and then you can switch between both of them. So that's a very simple step. You can finish everything and then save the changes as you prefer. Then we go to the notification preferences. Notification preferences is basically how we want our notification to be managed. In case we as a user or we as an individual, we want more of our email notification, we can turn off these web notification at any time and enable only email notification. Same time, you will also see an option of mobile notification. In case we are using a mobile app, would you like to have a notification on your mobile app or not for the different modules such as event, files, or maybe tasks and resources? So each and every module you can set up and prefer your notification for which purpose you want or for which purpose you don't want. I would advise you to, if case you are using a mobile notification, keep the notification activated for your mobile application. So at least, so as I told you in the beginning, is once you log into the Managebac portal, the first thing you will see a calendar and the classes at the bottom. Uh, Now I'm going to take you through how to access the different information within the subject level. So if I click on any subject, say suppose, say English, IB MYP English, what you see on the screen right now is the units which have been planned for the students. So if you see very first unit, which is as creative writing, and you see a bar as a green color, it means this particular unit task has already been completed. In case you want to see more details of within the unit, what all has been covered and what is the planning, click on creative writing. And that will show you the complete detail of unit, what has been planned, what is going to be covered, what are the ATL skills, conceptual understanding, and any statement of inquiry which has been mentioned by the plan by the teachers. Can we go back to the dashboard? Go back to the dashboard, Mr. Vandu. I would like to show you some other subject also in case teachers are sharing any documents or something. If you go back to, say, suppose, yes, digital design. So you'll see here also in the same way, you have the units are planned as internet and the web, e-promotions, organizers. Of any unit plan, if the teachers have connected further documents related to the curriculum, related to the particular topic, click on the arrow button. You will see these PDF files which are connected like HTML details, your basic tags, HTML tags. Click on the particular link to open the document or download the document. Click on HTML details. And that's how you can see the details of the content which has been shared by the teacher. Can you go back to the management? Now, the other difference, what you will see in the bar is as I showed you in the English language subject, if the bar is showing as green, it means that particular topic within the unit has been completed. If it is showing in a progress, it means this particular unit is going on right now. The bar which are in gray color, it means they are planned for the further. Say, suppose it starts in week 2 of Jan or week 3 of Feb or the March. That's how you'll see a further plans also as and when it is added by the teachers. Can you go back to the class overview? So that's how you can go back to the different subject group for the grade level of your child, and you can access the information. Now, the next screen which I'm going to show you is basically a way you can get the overall overview of different activities of related to the task, related to the assessment, related to the test in one go, which is basically your calendar view. So as of now, it is showing on 18th of September, there is no upcoming event. But if I want to see the detail and the upcoming events, just click on the date. You'll have the weekly view as well as the monthly view. So what it is showing right now here, if I click on the monthly review, you see here on the right hand side of the panel, can you just, right on the top of it, subscribe to calendar. This is something which activities get subscribed to your calendar, and as and when it is coming closer to the date, you can go and review on your calendar. This is your personal calendar which is connected on your email ID and everything on the login which you have used to activate your Managebac account. Now from this window itself, in case suppose I want to see a task or say suppose type of calendar plan related to the task only. So I'll just go and click on task. It will highlight only those tasks. If you go and hover your mouse on this I information, it will show you the further information which are related to the task. Similarly, if I just click on the task again, Mr. Wendy, the task as a filter, task as a filter which we have selected. Yeah, yes. Similarly, just under these tags of exam, quiz, task, test, paper, or essay, you have other subjects also. Suppose I want to filter it only with the related to the say MYP science task. Just click on MYP Science. It will show all the related tasks which is related to the MYP. So that's how from this window also in a very the whole week calendar or month calendar can be monitored and checked from here. You can select the multiple subject, you can select individual subject, go to the information tab and check the information what is related to that particular task or the quiz or anything else. More important, subscribe to calendar. This is something which will give you the detail without going on to the Managebac and again, and you can monitor it from your personal calendar itself. Can you go back to the dashboard? Now, Managebac is also used at the time when the lessons are happening in the classes. What happens during the lessons, teacher do share some documents or some link related to the websites or the video which are related to the particular topic and chapters. That can be accessed through the discussion tab. Can you click on these three lines dot first, Mr. Van? Yeah. So if you see the home portfolio IB Parent Association, you have a discussion tab. If you click on discussion, just click on the tab as a discussion list. Click. Yeah. So you'll see all other subject groups which have been created are listed here. If I go to the MYP individual and societies, so you can see this is the content which teachers have is basically used it during the lesson and they have shared it with the students on their Managebac accounts itself. So suppose after the lesson also the children wants to go back and review those content which has been used for the classes, they can click on it. You will see those in form of videos, some of them may be in form of links. If you can go to some other subject, Mr. Mendel. Say suppose science. Yeah. So this was the link which was shared by the teacher, which is basically one of the lab activity, which children can go back home also and use it and do it as a practice at home. So this is how the Managebac function when it comes to the using Managebac on the browser. Now what I'm going to do it, I'm going to switch on the mobile app option, how you can download the mobile app and use the same credentials on the app. And how the same functionalities are accessed on the app. What we are trying to show you right now, go to the Play Store on the or on the Apple Store, search with the app named Managebac. So once you install the app, it's the same way. It's a generic app of Managebac for everybody, whether I'm a parent or a teacher. Use your login credentials or email ID which you have used to activate your Managebac account. The minute you put your email ID and click on Next, it will recognize you automatically that this particular account belongs to Ambassador International Academy. We can't see your screen. Yeah, because use the same login credentials as we showed you in the beginning. Is the view of almost same. You have the calendar on the top. Now, just look at the second option and disable device push notification. Because in my login, I have selected those options as yes, we want a mobile notification. That's why it is coming as green tick. In case, suppose if I have not selected that, it would have come as red. Nevertheless, I can go from here as well, enable it and disable it. But in case whatever notification you are receiving and you miss it during the day, and when you open your Managebac account, see at the bottom you have an option of notifications. Click on that. It will show you all the notifications which you have missed during the day or maybe in the past as well. On the dashboard, the view is same. If you click on calendar or task and deadlines, it will show you the task in the same manner, the way it was showing in on the browser. And then when it comes to the classes and subject, click on the classes. You will have a view of all the subjects as a drop-down menu or as on the screen itself. The only difference what you see here in the class, the discussion tab is connected by default. On the browser, we are going into the separate menu to access the content which has been used during the classroom lessons. Mr. Wendell, you're going very fast. You have to be a little bit slow. So access the content on the app. Again, same, click on any subject. You will see the units as it was visible. We will see the documents connected with the units. If you want to see the unit plan, click on internet and the web. It will show you the details of the unit plan as created by the teachers, what is going to be covered during this particular unit, and what each students are going to learn this particular. So that's as a whole what we have seen today. The Managebac, how to use it on the browser, how to use it on the mobile app. The last thing which I want to show you, in case you have a sibling, how to switch from the sibling account. Just give us a second. I'll use some different login to show you that. So suppose when you log in as a parent, you will see on the top it's an administrator. So you can see if I have multiple children, from the drop down, it will show me the children name. So the parents, this is what the Managebac is all about. We will be sharing the recording of this session as well as the PPT which we have used during the session. The PPT will also have some links which are going to be very helpful for you as a parent, as a resources in case you want to revisit them back. Managebac also allows parent to book an individual session in case you want to. Those links also will be shared with you. In case if you have any questions, please drop onto a Q&A or chat window. We are happy to take it over there from there. So there's a question which has come from a parent. Any difference logging in from parent account versus a student account? Yes, the student account is more of a working account for the student. They go and complete their task. The parent account is basically a view what kind of a task has been shared to the students and whether it has been completed by the student on time or not. If it is not completed and you have a notification feature activated for your email or for your mobile app, you will, as a parent, you will get a notification is the task is up, this particular task is about to coming to the completion date. It has not been completed as of yet. There's another query. I actually don't know the password. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. As I mentioned initially, in case if you have activated your login and you don't remember your password, you can click on forget password link on the login window. You will receive an automatic email to reset your password. But in case you have not received the activation email, please write to itsupport@aiadubai.com and we'll respond you with an email activation within the day of when we receive the query. What is the difference between test, paper, or quiz? The quiz is basically if suppose within the unit or within the chapter what teachers are teaching and they have created a small quiz for the children to go back at home and attempt it, or maybe during the lessons itself, that those are the quiz. Test, any test which is linked with the particular unit content, those information will be there. So when suppose if I'm talking about HTML documentation in digital and design, is when the test on this particular topic is going to happen in the lesson, that date will be mentioned in the calendar as a test. How can we differentiate between class versus homework? As I mentioned earlier, the class works you will see under the discussion tab. The particular homework for the particular unit or the topic you will see as a task on the calendar. Discussion tab is all the content which has been used during the lessons and shared with the students during the lesson delivery. Homework is something which is a task you will see under task tab within your calendar, unit calendar. How do parents know once their child work is assessed and scored? Last year we did not get a notification. I would know only when my child would inform me. As I mentioned earlier, please activate your notification tab as and when the teacher is marking the assessment or marking the work with any grading, you will get the notification. And whenever you log into the Managebac portal, go to the same subject, you will see how it has been uh, assessed and scored by the teacher. Uh, there's a question, do us parents also need to download the app or only the kids should download? See, app is basically for every type of user, whether it is a teacher, a student, or a parent. It depends what is more convenient for us as a parent. If we are okay to use browser, login once in a week or twice in a week to follow up on the kind of task and homework are being assigned, that is also fine. If you're as a parent, you are happy to have it on the mobile. So suppose when you're sitting in the evening having a cup of coffee, or maybe in the morning, a weekend morning having a cup of coffee, you can just walk through on your mobile app and see what kind of a task and the documents are being shared by the teachers. There is one more question. I had my notification enabled, but notification is received when a homework is assessed. This is something which we can check for you in case you are visiting the school. We would like to see the notification setting on your mobile or on the browser account. Once we check it with you, we will be able to know in details why exactly you are not receiving the notifications. So the discussion sections, task sections, as and when teachers are uploading the documents, you will be receiving it. You may find for some subject, there's no content which is being populated by the teachers right now. You will definitely see the content under the discussion and the planning, as well as the task, as well as the test schedule and everything in coming week for the particular subject.
Mr. Abhishek, there was a question in the chat asking about, is both parents' email can be valid for login, or is it related to the one parent? Do each parent get a separate email, or is it one per family, I think is the question.
So each parent will get the notification for their account. So suppose a father can activate their login separately, and a mother can activate their login separately, and can use the same thing on the browser or mobile app separately. That doesn't matter. So each parent will get the notification for account activations on their email IDs. In case any one of the parent has not received it, as I mentioned earlier, please write to itsupport@iadubai.com and we will look into it. I think we have covered most of the QAs which have come during the session. Dear parents, if you have any other queries, please write on the QA session. We'll be waiting for another 2 minutes to close those queries.
I think while we're waiting as well, just as a reminder about the one-on-one sessions, if you wish to have them starting tomorrow morning from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock in room 202 on the second floor. Mr. Wendell will be there to help people to get themselves logged on if you need some one-on-one help. Also in the afternoons from 3:10 when the doors open to about 3:40. We'll do that for the rest of this week, and then Wednesdays for the next 2 weeks.
So there is one more question from a parent. How frequently you want parent to access the Managebac account? It's very individual. We as a school, we advise you at least minimum once in a week to track the kind of or the unit plans and the task and the test schedules and everything. Minimum once in a week, definitely it is important. Rest is up to you as individual. You want to access it on a daily basis in the evening or by the end of the day. That is also advisable.
As I said a little earlier, Managebac is very definitely a communication portal between the teachers and the student. So the students are expected to access it as often as they have a lesson or in advance of a lesson, just to be sure of the assessments that they have or any of the activities. The parent portal is more informational and therefore is completely up to you when you wish to access it. But as Mr. Abhishek says, probably good once a week or so, just to keep tabs on how your student is doing.
So thank you, parents, for joining us today evening for the Managebac session. I hope the session was very was fruitful for you, and at least you have got some insight on the how to use the Managebac as a parent. We as just I'm adding the point again is we are available this week in the morning 1 hour 8 to 9, again in the afternoon for 40 minutes in case you want to have a one-on-one session. You are welcome anytime to walk in. The room number is room number 202 on the second floor. And thank you so much for joining us tonight.